But I want to disabuse anybody from the notion of, well, everybody knows flying saucers are nonsense. That's not true. In over 700 lectures now, and as you heard in 50 states, 10 provinces, and 19 other countries, I've had 11 hecklers, and 2 of them were drunk, and the audience took care of the rest. It's okay to believe in flying saucers, believe it or not. And the polls support that. There are more believers than non-believers. Although one of the big debunkers once said the ratio of believers to non-believers is 3 to 11. It's more like 7 to 3, maybe 8 to 3, depending on where you are and who you're talking to. So this was an important part of raising the questions. What's the data? And this is from an unbiased source. These aren't a bunch of believers. This isn't a UFO organization. It's a top-notch technological organization. Okay. A couple other sources of information. On the left, the UFO evidence put together by the old NICAP. What was it, 2,500 cases or so? All kinds of charts, tables, graphs, and maps. On the right, it may surprise you to know, Symposium on Unidentified Flying Objects, hearings before the Committee on Science and Astronautics, House of Representatives, congressional hearings. They held them on my birthday, on July 29, 1958. 6 scientists testified in person, 6 more of us in writing only. I was one of the latter group of 6. I was the youngest presenter, and the only one who's still alive. I'm an ornery cuss, so we're going to keep at it, you know. But excellent papers by scientists, several astronomers even. But it's funny, when the astronomers attack ufology, they never talk about this presentation or the professional speakers. Basic rules: don't bother me with the facts, my mind's made up. That's debunker rule number 1. Number 2, what the public doesn't know, we're not going to tell them. Put out false and misleading operation. Nobody will know the difference anyway, you know. So this is the famous or infamous University of Colorado study, the Condon Report. They spent $539,000, our money, incidentally. It's well over 800 pages. And if you read the press release in in 1969, scientific study shows no UFOs. That was the malarkey that was put out in the press release. On the other hand, the public never heard from a special subcommittee of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, world's largest group of space scientists. They had a special UFO subcommittee. They wouldn't let me on the committee because I had taken a stand. After 11 years of investigation, you'd think I would take a stand, but they concluded that one could come to the opposite conclusions from Dr. Condon's based on the data in the report. Any phenomena with 30% unknowns is worthy of further investigation. You didn't hear about that from the major media, even the minor media for that matter. I had some contact with Condon, and I've just written a new book with Kathleen Martin here about fact, fiction, and flying saucers, and some of the fiction was put out by Dr. Condon. He said, there's no chance of any alien visiting Earth in the next 10,000 years. 10,000 years. My God, what a predictive capability he has. Any evidence to support that? Of course not. But don't bother me with the facts, my mind's made up. And we're still puzzling over why was Condon so negative. He was an outstanding scientist. Now, he did have some security problems early in his time in industry, and it may be that somebody was able to say, either you cooperate with us and get the desired results, or you're going to have a serious problem. I don't know.